Having nothing else to do, Princess Mari listened to the conversation of the Svaktan soldiers around her, and she learned they were not the cleanest, most decent, mannerly people. After listening to conversation for some time, Mari endeavoured to listen no more. But suddenly, one of the men said something that made her start and listen intently.
Did you see those Fodormorians out there working today?
I did. They looked like they hadn't eaten in ages. Guess the dungeons are pretty rough.
John looked up from the food he was hungrily devouring.
Where are the dungeons?
Beneath the castle.
The man looked at him curiously.
Didn't you know?
John shook his head.
I'm new to service.
He gave Mari a worried glance. How were they going to get into the castle? Suddenly, the man across from Mari sneezed loudly. It was one of those embarrassing, messy sneezes, and the man hadn't covered his mouth and was not embarrassed. Though Mari was mortified, she merely said in the sweet voice that came natural to her, "Bless you." Then she froze. Everything froze. Everyone stared at her. Those out of hearing range stared because everyone else did. John stared at her. Mari stared back at him. The room became absolutely silent. Suddenly, the man to Mari's right knocked her cap off, and her hair tumbled down around her face. Mari gasped and jumped up, knocking her chair over. Then she began running toward the entrance as quickly as she could. The room exploded as men jumped up with shouts of surprise. The two men closest to her caught her by the arms, dragging her roughly to a halt. She was then surrounded by yelling men who ran about chaotically.
Seize her! Seize her!
Stop her!
We have spies among us.
Mari! Mari!
Seize him!
Grab him!
John had jumped up and was throwing men around, trying to get to Mari. When the men realised he was trying to help her, they pounced on him and dragged him to the floor. The two Fodormorians kicked, bit, scratched, clawed, anything they could do. But Mari and John were overpowered and were forced to stand, arms bound, surrounded by Svaktan soldiers. They were captured